Hi, Collective. I hope everybody's good. Jesus Christ. Hope everybody's good. We're gonna get some messages. I've been busy posting some new things on Etsy. Don't mind me. I've been busy all day. Took a little nap. So I do have some new oils up. I have new spirit vessels up. So yeah, a lot of good things in store for you guys. Okay, I even have now, I added some herbal blend. So I have little glass jars with the spirit summoning herbal blend. So that's available now too. So good stuff. Like I said, I plan on making my shop pretty big. So eventually I'd like to be able to make like tie-dye clothes and blankets and things of that nature, like make them myself and put them up, even doggy hoodies. Okay, design dog hoodies and all that. So that'd be kind of cool. So one thing at a time. Also, I do plan on making some spell sachets, like spell bags, like manifesting. It will come with like a candle, a crystal, and my manifesting oil, you know. So those will be available. So anyway, so yeah. So if you have any questions, need a remedy, if you're new, welcome. Feel free to check out my description where all my information is posted. There in my description, and if you want to check out my pre-existing spell tutorials and my videos, scroll all the way to the left to the membership videos and my live videos, and you can see, even in my regular videos, I believe, my playlist, my pre-existing spell tutorials. We go over chapters from the book, like fertility and protection. So yeah, fun stuff. And also perks of being a member too is in my description. All right, so let's get into it. We have Capricorn. We have Capricorn. Hold on. We have Capricorn twice, I believe, here. Yep, Capricorn twice. With number 2, number 1, we have Mars, and we have the Sun. Sunday, Leo, the Self, personality, ego, confidence, and purpose. With Mars, Tuesday, Aries, and Scorpio. Action, sex, ambition, courage, and aggression. So 1 is all about manifesting, and 2 is the High Priestess, all about your inner knowing, wisdom, self-knowledge, enlightenment, things of that nature. So interesting, double Capricorn placements. Okay, actually, I don't know why I said that. I was going to say we have it twice here, so somebody may have double Capricorn placements. Okay, we have demons, and we have the lost. Number 7 and number 4. We have the siren. I just posted some Yamaya oil. She's the great mother of the ocean. All right, so the siren, a woman or winged creature whose singing lured unavailing sailors onto the rocks. So her voice lured sailors to the water so she could drown him. So that's what a siren is. Comes off as a beautiful woman. All right, we have power, number 4. Okay, what is the energy surrounding this reading? This is called also the Quadavian Tarot, which is more like an oracle, but the Quadavian Tarot. Okay, we have the Sorceress, number 1. There's that magician energy, like I was just saying on the dice. The Stalker, number 9. And we have Pamba Guru Sigana, means female sexuality, beauty, and desire. She is venerated with great respect and care because of her repetition for possessing great wrath. Okay. It says serpent, and then it says 1894 on the card. Number 2, the guide, and number 7, the reunion. Or sorry, 6, the reunion. No, it is 7. Okay. Those numericals sometimes get me tripped out. I'll get one more card. Number 3, introspection, and number 4, the journey. It's an interesting card. It looks like some type of flower. And then it looks like his hand, like he's summoning something. So number 3, Empress energy. Okay, we have at the bottom transcendent. So this could be about illuminating your path to your power. A sorceress here. We have the guide. We have Pamba Jira Sigana. The demons, the loss, the siren, the journey, introspection, and the reunion. Number 1512 it says on the card. So I wish I had a little bit more knowledge of these cards, like if they came with a guidebook. Unfortunately, they don't. So if I knew like the history of what these are talking about, that would be very interesting. So why don't we just kind of pull more on that energy, see what else wants to come out. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, Spirit, what can you tell us more on the energy? Oh, and for those of you that have seen my Etsy shop before, I have an option for a, one of the, you know, any of the 72 Goetic demons, but I just updated it tonight. There's the siren. So now there's a bar that you click and it comes down all but 2. So 70 of them I had to type in individually. So you can pick, because there's 72 Goetic demons in the Galatia. So I left in the description that, saying what I just said, that basically the 2, I wrote them down, and then I said if you want to message me and we swap, if you need the 71st or 72nd demon, you could swap it out for any of the other ones. So if you've clicked on that and you know what I'm talking about, then you know it wasn't really the best. So I did update everything tonight. Alright, so let's see what this energy is all about. My eyebrow ring broke tonight. I've had this in. Okay, so I have to put a new one on it. Like I said, it's been a pretty busy day for me today. I got my new shelf up and going. I put that together. I posted 5 things in total on Etsy. And then just kind of getting some notes and getting organized, things going. It takes money to make money, so if you guys want to be a supporter to the channel, I'm doing this for free. This is my energy and time for free for you guys to be here and help you. My Cash App and Venmo card information, everything you need to know is there, like I said, in the description, as well as my Amazon wish list, which I didn't state that before. Okay, you just have to copy and paste the link on your browser, okay, because it, for some reason, wouldn't let me, it doesn't glow up blue for you to just click it. You actually have to copy and paste. It's kind of a pain, but easier said than done if you're like on a laptop or something, or a computer, than your phone, you know what I mean? Now let's kind of get more clarity on this energy. I'm going to spread these back out so I can look at them again. It almost feels like to me somebody could have been on the rocks lately, metaphorically speaking, like not doing so well, or holding on to grudges and wanting, you know, to harness their their power to kind of direct it at, you know, this sorcery energy. They to redirect it towards all the hate or feelings you have in your heart towards who did you wrong, something like that. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting, like redemption energy. We have the knight and the dragon. So the knights usually slay the dragons, right? All right, triumph over adversity with strength and wisdom. So there is something here that you're coming out of with that lost card. I just heard that you're crawling out of. So the hourglass, time is of the essence. Maybe you're trying to put things back to the way they need to be, whatever that means to you. We have the king at the bottom, authority and diplomacy. Come here, Dope. Dope. Okay, and then we have the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully, because what you say, it holds power. What you say, what you speak. The Talisman, you are destined to succeed. And winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. Beautiful. All right, let's get into it. Good boy. Come here. You're going to sit with me. Because I don't know what you're doing. And either you're going to go in the crate or you're going to sit up here with me. Because I can't trust you. I already cleaned up all the pee messes today. I don't feel like cleaning up any more pee messes. So if I have to put you back in the crate, that's what I'm going to do. Get 2 cards for the overall energy. This is called the Dragon's Breath Oracle, or Major Arcana only. Sorry, this was on Etsy. The shop name where I got it was called Ibitsu. Something Ibitsu. Like a Dubai energy or Bitsu. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Get 2 cards, please, for the overall energy surrounding the reading for the collectives at this time, and myself. Current energies. The Hierophant, that's number 5, with the dragon behind him. So within the Dragon's Breath, the Hierophant interpreted divine messages. Amidst the flames, he received revelations, guiding others through the trials of purification. So something needs to be undergone and purified in life right now. And I think a lot of us know what that is. We are kind of in a war between good versus evil, and not to delve too deeply on it. So that's kind of my thoughts on the energy. Or this could be, you know, speaking about something else in your life. Whatever this is here. Something needs purifying. Okay, we have number 7 with the Chariot. Beautiful card. This kind of looks like my Shadow Stallion I have available. My Spirit Vessel and my Unicorn Vessels. Riding through the Dragon's Breath, the Chariot conquered challenges with fury, determination. His drive propelled him forward, victorious amidst the inferno trials. So somebody was getting trialed for something that somebody could have been on the wrong side of something. And now that the Hierophant, you or karma or whatever, is catching up, you're going to scorn and nip this kind of in the butt of what it is that's been going on. So I do feel a lot of stuff is going to get shut on. No. All right, you're going back in the crate. You can't just do as you're told, can ya? You can't listen. So go. I'm not going to babysit. Not babysitting. Okay, So this is, yeah, this is kind of like nipping something right in the butt before it has a chance to, you know, to play out in a cruel, corrupt way. All right, so those are the overall energies. The Hierophant, Taurus, Libra energy, but the Chariot, Cancerian energy. And I do have Dragon Spirit Vessels available. This is called the Totem's Guardian Oracle deck. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought I grabbed it. I didn't grab it. Did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Totems, Guardians, and the Urban Crow. So we're going to get a couple Oracle, and I'm going to probably use the Hermetic Tarot for the main spread. Okay, Dolphin Friendship and Red Crown Crane Family Beliefs. 36 and number 8. Okay, strongest messages, Spirit. Sheep, Collective Energies, 16, with Hummingbird, Lightness of Being. Okay, I'm going to put it back, but... So the sheeple, it's like there's... This could be somebody who you don't like or who you naturally butt heads with that have been trying to assert themselves in your energy for quite some time now, maybe trying to pull people, friends, family members away from you, and this could be what you're trying to scorch, you know, scorn out of your life. Okay, we have Zebra with Cycles, number 10. Yeah, so you definitely want to close a cycle here. We have Crocodile with Release, okay, 22, and the Phoenix with Darkness, number 20. So you want to release this darkness energy, or maybe this is you tapping into your South Node energy. Okay, we have Frog, Dream World. And I don't know if there's such things as dwarf frogs, but for some reason my mind went to dwarfed frog. So that's kind of weird. Okay. Show me more. And the symbology is that they're all in different locations, and each one of these cards is so opposite. It's like they each have their own unique ideas and beliefs that not one of them really, you know, have any commonalities. So something about that energy too is that although there's 3 people, they may be miles apart in space and time, but the common belief of, you know, having power in yourself or something like that is bringing them together. So something about frequency, space and time. Let me look up these cards one more time. Receiving revelations and guiding others through the trials of purification. So you don't even have to know these people on a personable level. Okay. There's something here that's happening and shifting globally that we're able to pick up other people's energies and frequencies. And that's kind of purifying and allowing us to heal what needs to be healed on this earth. You know what I'm saying? We have Bunny with Self-Talk, number 6, and Sloth, 25, with Slow Down. So look, that's her third eye. So by enabling us to each have our third eye open, we're going to be able to pick up the wavelengths, right? And communicate and heal globally, okay? And that's kind of why we're here on Earth in humanity. We weren't ever meant to be ruled by draconian reptilians and shit like that. Okay, we have a special, we're made up of energy, so our soul is special and unique. We have everything inside of us to be able to heal and ascend. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay, 8, Red Crown Crane, family beliefs. So that card came out again. It's kind of like breaking free or breaking away from the darkness, the cycles. You're releasing something here. Trying to build yourself up, betterment with that self-talk. We have Seal or Selkie with longings, number 27. So again, miles apart, different cultures, different beliefs, but that's your innate ability, I feel. Somebody here is in the collective, you're a healer. This is part of your soul mission, right? Let's get one more card. And somebody doesn't like that. They didn't want you to be able to use your discernment. Well, it's a pity to be them, then, isn't it? We have 32, Spider with patterns. Yeah. Because you were destined for greater things than they ever wanted to see or believe in you, than they could imagine, you know? Wilder than their wildest dreams. Like, you're a healer. You have the capabilities of bringing together people near, far, and wide, and bringing us together and healing this earth as we should, you know, as a collective. So wonder, perspective, and friendship. Self-care and dream big with Mammoth. Okay, I like where this is going so far. Right? It's like, if you're a hater, you're not gonna, if you're trying to slow somebody down or like hate on them, hate on their light, because you haven't found the light within yourself, what favors are you doing yourself? You know what I mean? Or whatever. You're not doing yourself any favors. Alright, this is called the Urban Crow Oracle. Let me shuffle. Great. There's that balance energy. We have distance and cacking. The strongest messages, please. Strongest messages. Okay, we have Mimicry, number 30. Displacement, 13. Right, because somebody's not open, they're not being smart, they're being dumb about stuff, so they're not awake, so therefore they're displaced. They're not thinking the way they should be. Okay, we have Battle, number 5, and Commitment, number 8. It's like that video I watched with, they did it as a test in like a medical hospital. Everybody beeped, except like the clients that came in that didn't know what was going on. So when they heard the beep, everybody stood up, and then they sat back down, and when they'd hear the beep again, they'd stand up. So when they all left, the people that knew about the beep, the girl, the client that didn't know what was going on, she heard the beep and she stood up. And then the other client that came in shortly after they left, that didn't know anything either, he was like, what is she doing? Why is she standing up? And then he started, so it's like programming. So she didn't know why she was standing up, just she was doing it because other people were doing it. And that's the whole thing. You need to be able to think for yourself, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the example I'm going to use for this. Mimicry and displacement. Battle, commitment, and an anomaly. So if you're doing something because everybody else is doing it, or you know, you're not, like I said, you're being stupid, then you're not awoke, spiritually, physically, whatever. You're mimicking, or you're pretty much just shaming somebody else who is awoke. That's not going to get you anywhere, right? That's kind of what I was just saying. Alright, what do we got? We have Mischief 31 with the kitty cat. Here's a cute cat. Looks like a sphinx, or it's got those blue eyes like a sphinx. I want a sphinx cat. Okay, we have Self-Interest 45, we have Waterproof 53, and Community number 10. So there's that 10 energy again. Wheel of Fortune, wanting to wrap a cycle up, wrap things up here. Self-Interest 45. Distraction. I was just going to say, somebody wasn't paying attention and they pretty much let the crows take the bait. This was just hearing before I looked at the bottom. And that's why the poor mouse is being carried off dead, because the crows already got to him. So, meanwhile, while somebody was paying attention to distractions and you know, what wasn't going on around them that truly mattered, this allowed for evil to come in, or whatever, you know. This allowed things to happen and shift and take place that shouldn't have been happening, that people turned a blind eye to. Again, amidst the fury trials. So there is going to be redemption here, after all. Let's get one card, Spirit, for the wisdom, or what to wrap up these messages that collective needs to know for their highest good pertaining the situation. Okay, warning. I'm just seeing warning, insight, and bond. Warning and bond. Okay, this might affect a bond you have with somebody, and trickery. Dominance and distraction. If somebody didn't have your best interest at heart, and you let them kept pulling and pulling and pulling on your leg until, you know, pulling on your dress until you finally fucking ripped it back from them and was like, yo, get the fuck out my space before I knock you the fuck out, you know what I mean? We have 14, distance, and protection 38. Yeah, you need distance. You're protected. Growth. They didn't want to see you grow. That's exactly what the fuck that's all about. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. As Intuitive Kev always says, you can take your crusty, what does he say? Crusty, crotchety crack away over there. He says, creepy crawlers or something like that. He always is saying funny shit. Intuitive Kev. He's funny. Alright, let's get into the tarot. This is called the Hermetic Tarot. Alright, we got Virgo energy at the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. What's going on here? I haven't used this deck on the channel in a while. Remember that sorceress energy, power. Okay, we're gonna kind of put it all into perspective, all the energies that came out tonight so far. King of Swords and the Devil. Okay, the Demons card. Mischief. I want to say playtime. I don't know, playthings, something like that. strongest energies, please, for what's going on in the collective. We're going to get 4 cards and 1 for an overall energy, and then the person on your mind. And I'm taking my happy ass to go watch Sabrina on Netflix and go to bed. Oh, speaking of medicine, my drops. Okay. I like to take my oregano and black seed oil. Lately, I've been using a little bit of the THC oil. That's good for like sleep and whatnot, because I'm a night bird and I stay up way too late. Like, it's probably already 3:34 in the morning here right now. So I've been taking some THC drops, like 4 drops every like 5-6 hours, or whenever I remember. So it's just kind of like a calm, it kind of like relaxes me a little bit. Don't really notice it too much, but alright, so what's coming in, please? 4 cards for their energy. I'm not a pot smoker. I don't like adding anything more to my lungs than vaping is bad enough. So, plus I cough, and certain strands are too, like, I just don't trust it. So, okay, 8 of Wands with Lord of Swiftness. So, communication, Sagittarius energy. Very nice. Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups. So almost 8 we have coming out here. High Priestess, Prince of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, Fortitude with Strength, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Foolish Man. I like how they depicted that in this deck. So the Foolish Man instead of the Fool. Okay, Sagittarius, Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy with the Ace of Cups. So for signs we have so far. And the 7 of Swords again, yes. So you're feeling like something about the dynamic or situation needs to change. You need to keep your things limited. Like, you need to keep your like space limited to how much people have access to you, your energy, your time, things of that nature, right? But Ace of Cups and the 8 of Cups, it kind of seems like you want to pull in love, you're longing for love, but this may be love in all other aspects, not related to just, one-on-one love with somebody, like a relationship. This could be love of life. This could be self-love. This could be, you get the drift of what I'm saying. So Ace of Cups is who fills into my cup. Also, this has to do with you filling into your cup too. So you never know. Maybe love is something that you want on the table for yourself right now, 9 of Cups at the bottom. Lord of material happiness. We have the Ram and Flute. A stubborn, aggressive person, disappointment, and a friend or lover. So I felt the need to pull these cards. There's obviously a message here. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matter. I do have some rabbit spirit vessels on my Etsy. If you're interested. They help with protection. They can show up to you in your dream state. I actually, before I made my vessel, I had a dream of a bunny, and that's kind of what led me to do the vessel. And they also help with prosperity and luck in your life, things of that nature. Yep. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And Lily, spiritual love. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Did I already say welcome to Firefox Fairy today? Okay. Lion, time to act. And Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Ladder, climbing towards success. Bull, Ooh. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Rabbit. That rabbit card did come out again. Too much concern with sexual matters. And lion. Time to act. Dagger. Fear, worries, tense situations. I'll get one more card. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Oh, and I do have it's another new oil that I just posted. It's called Spirit Oil. So it's an oil I made. You can use it as offerings for your spirits in the home, when you're working with spirits, or for your spirit vessels. So that's why I made it. Okay. Okay, haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. Flag. Do not, I think I already said this one, but flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Key. Successful outcome to your problems. Okay. Well, at the bottom, family wishes come true. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. With pig, beware of greed. Okay, let's continue on with the reading, and then we'll clarify. So if you hear a little voice in your head that either sounds like your voice or maybe not your voice, or not things that you typically would say, that's spirit communicating to you. So just keep that in mind. The more you practice something, it's like a skill. If you think of The Sims, like the old game The Sims, where at the top of their head it says skill and then it goes up and up and up. That's how I picture like a skill when you work. Like me, I work with spirits every day. So my mediumship skills, my clairaudient is naturally getting better and better. So what you put your what you work on becomes more enhanced. It gets better. That has, that can be with anything. It could be with any of the clairs. It could be with like being intuitive. So just because you don't think you have any of the gifts or abilities doesn't mean that they're not there. You just haven't touched up on them. You know what I mean? You have to kind of get the cobwebs and the dust off of it, away from it, and practice. Okay, so that's what it comes down to. For your overall energy, we have the Three of Wands, Lord of Established Strength. So Aries energy, the Ram. All right, let's get the person on your mind or who's coming towards you. So you can see better. The Last Judgment, the spirit of the primeval fire. So Judgment. Who's coming towards the collective, and what are their thoughts, feelings, and intentions for the collective? I'm hearing basking. I don't know if it's Bastet or basking. I did just make some direct portal Egyptian to Bastet and Hathor. Very powerful, and I was actually bonding really well with Hathor. So her voice came through clearly to me, and she was even talking me through prayers and telling me like, you need to pray right now. Like she's very good. I have a lot more Egyptian goddesses and deities that I'm still working on. I plan on adding like 6 more, I believe. So either 4 or 6 more. So I've been doing a lot of work with the Egyptian energy. I really like the Egyptian energy. Okay. But Bastet is for passion and desire, among other things. You can read it all in my description on Etsy. My Etsy shop name is Firefox Fairy, all one word, the same name is on here, or the direct Etsy link is in my description, like I was saying. And then Hathor is for intelligence. She's known as the medicine woman, and like wisdom and magic and healing and all that. Joy, celebration. I will have portal. I have already made. I just have to post it. It's an Egyptian. It's a moonstone pendulum, but it's imbued with Egyptian magic. So if you want to work on your magic and stuff, you use the pendulum, and it'll help you get better with your magic. Okay. Whatever magic that may be, whatever you're trying to enhance. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, Lord of Material Gain, so that would be Belvegor. Claw Neck. So, not Capricorn, sorry, Virgo energy. And then we have the 8 of Swords, Lord of Shortened Force, so being in your head. Queen of Swords, okay, Aquarius energy, Queen of the Thrones of Air, and I have an Air Lord Jinn available too. Ace of Wands, Lord of the Root of the Powers of Fire. So aces are new beginnings, wands are passionate new beginning. King of Swords for this person's overall energy. So we have a pair, King and Queen of Swords. I like this card actually a lot. The Prince of the Chariots of the Winds. If I can hold it steady. He's got butterfly wings behind him. He's got a star on his forehead. So very nice imagery. I like the imagery. And at the bottom, we have the universe, so the world, the great one of the night of time. The world. And there, look at that. There's a 2-headed, looks like a bird, an Egyptian bird of some sort. Speaking of Pharaoh and the scythe and all that. There's actually a snake, Apophis, in there, but I won't mess with that one just because of Sabrina, the Netflix show. They actually do an exorcism on the show with Apophis. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to summon him. He's a parasitic eating worm demon that like devours you from the inside out. So I don't know about summoning him or doing a direct portal. Okay. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Beautiful deck. It's even got the gilded edges. So we 7 of Swords at the bottom, Aquarius energy, and Strength, Leo energy. So naturally opposites. Let's see why the 8 of Wands is here. What kind of communication is coming in for you? Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups, Piscean energy, Aquarius energy, 6 of Swords. You might want to go towards somebody. This could be an air sign that you're wanting to go towards. It could be a Virgo. It could be a Gemini, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with the Ace of Wands. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So 8 of Wands. Collective's current energies. Five of Cups, there's that Siren Mermaid energy. So you're kind of, this is you feeling bad about something, feeling sad about something, remorseful, or you still feel hesitancy or conflict on some degree. 10 of Cups, about your happiness, your overall happiness, well-being. 2 of Wands, what direction you want to go in next. 3 of Wands. Okay, show me the 8 of Cups for collective Piscean energy. What did collective just walk away from? Page of Pentacles. A miser, or somebody who only cared about money or something like that. Resources, finances. We have the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, you got involved in, it looks like a short-term cycle with somebody. This could have been like a karmic. But anyway, so you got involved in like something karmic, and you pulled out of it because Wheel of Fortune, it wasn't your time, it wasn't your destined person, it wasn't your obligation. Like you didn't they didn't have something you needed, or metaphorically something you needed with the Star. All right. Eight of Wands. You might even have somebody else on your mind too. Maybe somebody from the past that you're not over. That Five of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups for collective. That you're wanting them to reach out to you, or you're wanting to reach out to them. So this could go either way. Who is this person with the Ace of Wands for collective? Six of Cups, Scorpion energy. Past person. Like I said, you could have somebody from the past still on your mind. You're not fully let go of them just yet. Not healed. Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. In your mind, it feels like it's ended. It's a closed chapter. It's a closed cycle. But you're having a really hard time with it, or you're having a hard time believing that it's over. Hence, you still think about them often, frequently, with the Six of Cups. Let's see what you're wishing would happen between you and this person. Three of Pentacles, clarifying the Six of Cups. Yeah, you wish that things would go back to the way they were before somebody started acting Seven of Swords, sneaky, shady. Five of Swords, and they're all up in their head, egotistical. The Hermit. Okay, maybe they started neglecting you, neglecting your needs, your emotions. Show me the Seven of Swords for collectives energies, please, Spirit. Seven of Pentacles. And the Three of Cups. I think the thought of somebody actually turns you off. It kind of like makes you mad. Show me more about that. Maybe this person was just a fool. They were very immature emotionally. They used everything against you. Like, they manipulated your words. They flipped the tables around on you, like you were the one doing, you know, everything or doing wrong, when really it was them that was doing everything to you. It's like I'm just getting a taken for granted energy at its finest. Like extremes. So taken for granted. Did just downright shady shit to you. Six of Wands. Yeah, you've triumphed over this lesson. You've learned from it, and that's why you pulled back and decided to not to give to this anymore with that Wheel of Fortune energy, the Star and the Five of Wands, because you knew it would lead you back to the beginning, to square one, all over again with this person, in a repetitive loop, in a repetitive cycle, that you just weren't willing to channel down that road again. Okay, you know you're better than that. You believe in yourself much more now. You have the power and the authority and discipline that maybe you lacked in the beginning. And it's that, you know, effort on their end of being a miser kind of put you right where you needed to be. Now you have the ability to say no to them. All right, let's get your overall energy, the Three of Wands. For your overall energy. Why is the Three of Wands here, please, for collectives? So yeah, it's like now you're scouting out new territory. You're happy with, it's like it gives you a peace of mind and comfort now knowing that You've clipped those wings from that relationship with this person. It has no longer any room or power to grow and soar in your world, in your life, and mentally in your headspace. So it's not going to take up any more room in your life. So it gives you peace of mind. Okay. The King of Swords. Now it could be this person over here. So what's going on here with this Three of Swords? I mean, sorry, King of Swords. Who is this person? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody who outcasted you. It's like they cornered you out of the crowd, right? Their friend group. They did everything to you but make you feel that you were welcome, that make you feel that they were loved. There could have been a lot of secrets. There could have been, you know, just like I said, downright shady shit they done to you. Again, because this person lacks mental, emotional maturity. They like to play games. They like to, you know, do everything but take accountability for their life. Yeah, Death. You've cleaned up the clutter, the mess, you know, the trail behind you from them. You've cleaned up the clutter. You've gotten your act together. Meanwhile, you know, maybe this person hasn't yet. Okay, but again, that's none of your concern. All right, so let's clarify. Although I do want to see how they're feeling about you. If they're still... I think it would be funny just to see if they still think about you, you know, right? How many years has it been? But they still got you on their mind, right? They just can't get over you, let you go. That one that got away, right? All right. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Who is this person? Is this a past person for collective, or is this current energy, or is this somebody new? So if you're single, then this will just be whoever you're thinking of on your mind, or this will be for who you want to know that's coming towards you. So like I said, current energies. So I could be picking up on past energy, current energy, or energy that hasn't played out yet. So we'll kind of see what comes out. And I'll try to hit every angle of the spectrum too. Okay. Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups. That's a cute card. I always thought it was a cute card. And the shadow side, so that is the Devil. Capricorn energy. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, just means this is somebody that's toxic. Plainly put, this person is toxic, and their life is not together as it seems. Okay, the Moon. They have a lot going on right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't thinking of you mentally. All right, let's see the Eight of Swords here then. This is the card of them being in their head, so let's get nosy. It says Lord of Shortened Force. Maybe you were too out of hand or wild for this person. They couldn't handle you. I don't know. Who knows? Ace of Pentacles. Or that's what they told people about you. When they were they were the ones that were like that. Knight of Pentacles. Well, it's kind of showing me now, it's showing the importance of money for them. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this person's went so long without money that it's like they're actually now starting to grow up a little bit mentally and realizing that, you know, it's not such a happy world, happy place when you don't have money, you know what I mean? You don't have a lot of things, or you can't buy yourself nice things. Nine of Cups, Four of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot. Beautiful. And Page of Wands. I almost said Murmur. That's what it reminded me of. The guy steering the horses. Which is believed to be Hecate's son, Murmur. He's one of the Goetic demons. So 9 of Cups. It feels like they haven't changed. At least not emotionally. Their emotional state, but their mental state has changed when it comes to finances or money in some sense. And it may have just be a little bit, or it may be a lot, but they're now starting to see that they can't really be that happy without money, or it affects them more than they want to admit to themselves. Okay, show me the Queen of Swords, please. We have a pair, so King and Queen of Swords here. Or this is somebody who has good things coming in for them. Like they could have business on the line, so like they could be starting to get more movement in their work life, their career life, right? They're picking up more work, because again, the aces represent beginnings, and it's a pentacle, so that represents money, material gain, material wealth. So, all right, let's see the Queen of Swords, Spirit. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Nine of Wands. Show me one more card with that. The Hermit. Okay, Virgo energy. Yeah, they're wanting to resort back to the past in a way of like shining a light on those darker, those gray areas that existed between you and them. Maybe they want to shine a light back on the happy memories and the happy times. Is what that feels like to me. You know, without getting too much in their emotions, but they also still have a level and a degree of respect for you here with the 6 of Pentacles. They don't view you in a bad light. You know, they're not holding on to any grudges or anything like that. So mainly more so they just want to emphasize on the times, the bonds, the memories, you know, the times you guys shared together. Okay, yeah, the Chariot, Cancerian energy is like a homey energy, and then the Hermit is a going within energy. So these actually blend very nicely well together. I was always a fan of the Earth sign, the Virgo energy, because it's a good, and you know, it's a good picture description of the energy you get from it. Okay, and then the Chariot is a water-based energy. I have a lot of water in my chart, so kind of like the home body, where emotions, it always feels the energy like you can swim through them. So I was always a fan too of the Cancerian energy. So that actually is a very good energy right there. Let's get one more for that. Who is this Queen of Swords? Now, I don't know if this is them, whether masculine or feminine, they're coming out. Again, this is just an energy, but it could be coming out. If this is a masculine, they could be in their feminine energy right now, or they're simply working on, you know, what do you think of when you think of feminine energy? They're nurturing, more in touch with their intuition and their emotional side. Now, for the masculine, with the King of Swords, if this was a masculine, so they're trying to balance out the energies between their feminine and their masculine, particularly the swords, so the King and Queen of Swords. So if this is a masculine that's also wanting to work on the King of Swords energies, then this would be wanting to work on, yeah, 10 of Pentacles came out, wanting to work on like the more intellectual side of things, like the family, what they can control, like how they can influence and put their hand in to help, not like control in a dominating way, but like how they can control the narrative in their own life. Like how can they go about playing their part and doing their role the best that they can, or whatever. So that's just with that card, but we'll clarify that. So it just shows the differences between the polarities, like the masculine and feminine. So that's all I was trying to say. Okay, Two of Cups. Yeah. So it does have to do with the energies, the role you guys play in each other's life, what you bring to the table, what you have to offer. This is more, I feel, of an energetic relationship, a spiritual relationship, a bond than anything else. Strength at the bottom. Karma, so judgment, what you guys, who you know, no, not who you know what the connection for or whatever, but what you defy something as. Like, this is almost like going into the infinite energy, like infinite possibilities. So we might actually have to pull a card on that, guys, because I want to get more clarity. So what you let's just see what comes out. I'll pull one from each deck. All right, show me this karma energy and Two of Cups, please, for this person and their thoughts and feelings, what's towards collective. All right, so, okay, Venus, love, and Neptune. So these are planets. So for them, it could be about what's on the face value, like what's on the surface, because planets are pretty self-explanatory. Okay, I'll get back to that in a moment. And then we have the sun. Okay, so it was meant to be. All right, and gold at the bottom. So their definition, your guys' polarities are very different. Okay, but it resorts back down to the same thing, down to the same thing. So like to the T. So that karma, they're trying to analyze something or feel something out, or come down, come up to the the basics of the question. Like, so they may have a question in their mind of how do they defy this connection in their mind. So I'm trying to like get more clarity on that, because that's a question I would have always wanted to know too. So I can better explain this for you guys. So you know what I'm talking about here. Okay. The unseen and the bridge. So we're getting into alchemy a little bit, it feels like. The shaman and the bridge. The mystic. Okay, so show me this karma card for this person's energy. How would they what are they trying to learn or figure out about the collective in this current situation? What is this? Show me the judgment energy. Strongest messages. I just heard trying to learn a lesson as to why you're here, like why you're in this person's life. That's what I just heard. Okay, the mirror, the cave, and the tear. They may think that you have ulterior motives. Okay, let's read Neptune. Pisces subconscious. So the conscious is what we know, what we think, our thoughts, what we have control over. The subconscious is like on our dream state. We don't really have control of it. It doesn't affect our day to day. Okay, Venus. Friday, Taurus and Libra, love, relationships, aesthetics, money, and pleasure. Again, pretty face value, right? Just an energy. It's self-explanatory. You know what it is. It's like you know what you're biting into. And then the Sun is Sunday. Leo, the self, personality, ego, confidence, and purpose. So maybe this is how they're feeling about you. Maybe they're feeling that you're shallow or that you don't have a lot of depth to you. The Mirror, the Riddle, and the Maiden. Alright. Alright, we're going to clarify on that again with the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. So again, everybody's situation, it's going to look different for everybody. Different energies, different memories, different things. So, if you know, you know. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. It's that simple. Okay, show me more with this Ace of Wands, please. Two of Cups, Karma card, or Judgment. It says Karma on it. Lord of the Root of the Powers of Fire. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Hangman. Maybe this person thinks that there's something unique and special about them. Maybe they feel that their powers run deep. Maybe they are in their South Node, or they prefer their South Node energies, the darker side. Maybe there is something that they're trying to show you or impress upon you. Okay? Like they're trying, it's like a poet or a fiddle trying to, a riddle. It's like riddle, trying to spell something out, but not necessarily giving it to you in your face, like through the jumble, but not spelling it out for you. Like that. Alright. The Lovers and Temperance. This person may feel like they're the Holy Grail, is too what I'm getting here. Strength at the bottom. And that you ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. I don't know. Alright. Overall energy, King of Swords. If we had more time, I would actually go a lot deeper in this energy. Seven of Wands, sorry. Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands. There it is. I'm hearing Pikachu, the Magician. They're trying to manifest something that doesn't fit you as a whole, but they make it appear like you're fit out as a whole for whatever they're trying to fill that role for. Does that make sense? The Tower at the bottom? Without giving you the nourishment and, you know, sustainability that you need. It's almost like a hint of neglect with that Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, Magician. So again, for self-benefiting reasons, this person again is still in over their head, like they haven't grown up emotionally. And let's just hear what I'm seeing. So, but again, I pulled on it because I already knew what it was going to be, but I wanted to pull on it because I wanted to get a laugh. You know, I just wanted to see from their perspective, let them tell it from their perspective, basically. So, I hope that helps, guys. I hope you got a little bit better understanding of what's going on in the situation and in the dynamic. Let's pull some love cards, see if anyone else, if we pick up on any other energies. And for those of you that are wondering about the person on your mind, actually, I want to get some Seasons of the Witch. Whoa. This almost looks like the red one, but it's not. It's the orange. It's the Mabon. Alright, what can we talk about? These back. Kind of blocking the light a little bit. So again, for the overall energy, we had the Hierophant and the Chariot. So you're moving full force right into something, collective, with a sense of authority and position. Whatever you're moving towards, you carry yourself very well. For some of you guys too, you could even be doing really well for yourself, like financially. And we're burning through that layer of falseness, whatever somebody is burning through that layer of falseness, and something, you know, things are getting purified here. We have Cranberries, number 10, Wheel of Fortune energy again. Okay, completing the cycle. Devour the truth and let it sink into the depths of all that came before and all that will come after. Making way for new. Confirmation. So if you just let things play out, you know, sit back and watch how things are going to unfold the way they need to naturally, then, and let nature work its course, then you're in a right standing, you know, you're doing what you need to do. Pomegranate 29. Dare to taste the unknown. Let it seduce your spirit awake. So again, we have all 5 senses: earth, taste, touch, sound, sight. So being part of, you know, waiting to taste, like, what am I trying to say? Dare to taste the unknown. So that goes back to what I was saying with the Cranberries card. If you sit back and wait and let things play out the way they need to, then that's part of the unknown. You know, you have to have faith in knowing that something's going to work out the way you want it to, or work out correctly, the right way. It's going to, because you're emphasizing your energy, you're directing your energy towards that. Molasses 26. To move forward, you must know where you are headed. Okay. And root vegetables 33. There's an Owl of Wisdom. In those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. So that South Node energy again. We have Toad at the bottom. Remember I said dwarfed frogs? That kind of looks like one. It's a toad though. 39. Observe for those who watch, see all. And elderberries 13. There it is, a knowing within bone. Allow it to guide you. So yeah, you have a knowing about something, so just follow it. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be right or wrong. It just means that you're awakened. You believe in something higher than yourself, you know. Alright, this is called Tangled Love. Last deck we're going to get, I think. Okay, we have Intimacy at the bottom. Okay, Sick and Tired. I watched a funny video. There was this couple, and the boyfriend was recording, and she was mopping, and he took his cup and he went like that and dumped it on the floor. It was like red soda, I don't know what it was. And she's like, no, I know you didn't. You see me goddamn just mop that spot. And she literally takes the mop and she whips him right across the face pretty hard too with it. I was like dying of laughing. I watched it last night. It was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. No, I know you didn't. Crack. I'm like, oh my God, that's something I would do. He didn't have. She's like, go do something with yourself. Go take the trash out. Or something, because she's like, that's what you do. You be playing games too damn much. That was funny. Probably gonna watch it again when I get off of here, but... Alright, love messages, please, for the collectives. What do they need to know? Heart repair. Healing, love wins, build trust. And then the words on the screen said, wipe that smile right off his face, didn't it? He ain't smiling anymore. He's smiling no more. He's like, he just was like, planning, text, call, hesitation, strategizing, wants to take you out. So somebody may want to take you out. Heart repair. And again, it's like you could have felt very strong emotions for this person. You could have, you know, fallen in love with them. And they may, in their mind, they may have not knew that that's how you were feeling. Or they may have convinced themselves otherwise for whatever reason. And that could have, too, what, again, you guys are completely opposites. And both of you are trying to figure out something. And it's subconsciously because they feel this way about you, and you know, you feel this way about them, but they don't know that, so it's like, that's what's trying to bring you to that point, right? So, okay, so we have snooping, drive-by, tarot readings, asking about you, stalking you on social media. That's what I got with that heart repair card. They didn't know the love that you had for them was real, and I don't know, maybe that's why they did a lot of what they did to you. Alright. Soul contract. Coming clean, confessing, opening up, being truthful, raw emotions. Soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, karmic agreement. That too could have been what that was. You guys had an agreement, you had a obsession, you had a contract, something like that. Spiritual union, okay? Mind games, gaslighting you, testing you, analyzing you, emotionally unavailable. Okay, we have message me, or message. Apology, meeting up, heart-to-heart conversations, opposites attract. There's that opposite energy I was talking about. Bad boy, different beliefs, insane attraction, balance each other out. I'll get one more card. These cards are so cute, aren't they? Spotlight. Popular platform narcissist, loves attention. So that could be too what's going on here. I didn't want to say it, but okay, we have soul searching, inner work, deeper meaning, spiritual path. So you're on the road, up and up, collective. You're on the right road. Just keep doing you, do what you gotta do. Stay sharp, stay in the game, stay in tune. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Hit the like button if this resonated. Feel free, you can leave me a like, subscribe, drop a comment. I do read all my comments, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, till next time, sending love and light. Take care, stay blessed. Bye now. Peace.